measuring a pair of jeans. But before we get to the actual measurement, there are a few things that we need to know and have. One of them is a measuring tape, preferably one that is supple, and you can choose a measuring tape that has centimeters or inches. Both work. We prefer to do them in inches, and that's what we will call out as we measure the pair of jeans. The other thing that we need is a piece of paper, or we have a tag in our workshop where we record all the measurements, and it's always good to keep entering the measurements as you go through, measuring the actual pair, so that you don't forget about the measurement, and just keep them on the side so it's easy to record. We start the measurement process from the top and going down to the bottom. So just open up the pair of jeans first and then see the pair of jeans. You will observe that the back of the pair of jeans is higher than the front, and that's very typical in most of the pairs. So to even out this difference, while we measure the waist, which is the first point of measurement, we just pull the waist to one side and lay it flat on a surface so that there is a straight line. And you can measure either from the left to the right or right to the left, depending on your preference. Start from the edge and use your forefinger to just hold the waistband straight and measure across. It says 17 inches on this pair of jeans. So that's the starting point. There are 9 other measurements, including the waist, so a total of 10 measurement points, and I'll walk you through all of them. The second measurement point as you go down is the seat measurement. Now the seat measurement varies, as in the point of measurement varies between a girl's jean or a guy's pair of jeans. For a guy's jean, we mark an imaginary point 6.5 inches below the waistband, and then just go across from edge to edge. You need to make sure that the jean is relaxed and not stretched. And in this pair of jeans, the measurement is 19 3/8 of an inch. That makes it 38 3/4 of an inch all around. The third measurement point is the thigh. The thigh is measured 1 inch below the crotch point. So mark a point just 1 inch below the crotch, and at that point go across, and you will see 11 3/4 is the measurement on this pair. Double that, you will get 23.5 inches. That's the thigh measurement. Then coming down, we need a few more measurements of the leg so that the silhouette can get determined. So the next measurement is the lower thigh measurement, which is done at a point 6 inches below the crotch point. Exactly like what you did for the thigh, do it for the lower thigh. Just go across at 6 inches, and in this case the measurement is 9 7/8 of an inch. That makes it 19 3/4 of an inch as the all-round measurement. The next measurement is the knee measurement, and typically the knee is measured 15 inches below the crotch point. So mark again an imaginary point 15 inches below and go across. It's 16 inches for this pair, which is 8 into 2. Then we do the calf measurement. Now calf measurement is an important a piece of information, because that determines the silhouette as it will fall right to the bottom, and the calf is measured 20 inches below the crotch point. So mark a point along the seam 20 inches below and then go across. In this case it's 7 7/8, which means that the measurement is 15 3/4 of an inch. So as you can see, it's tapering slightly, so the measurement is reducing. And then the last measurement on the leg is the bottom opening. So to measure the bottom opening, just pull it to one side so that the edges don't overlap. Lay it flat And then as you do for the waist, just measure from one end to the other and just put your forefinger in so that it stays straight, and the measurement on of the bottom is 7 5/8. That makes it 15 1/4. Measuring the length of a pair of jeans happens either from the outside, which is known as the outseam, or from the inside, which is known as the inseam. The inseam is always better because irrespective of where the jean sits, you will get the length of a pair of jeans to be more accurate. Hence, we always follow the inseam. Start from the crotch point, go along the seam, right to the bottom. The measurement on this pair is 32.5 inches. Now we finished all the key measurement points. In addition to these key measurement points, there are two more areas that we need to cover, which determine where a jean sits, on a body, and that is the front rise and the back rise. So lay the jean flat on the table, and from the crotch point, go right to the top of the front waistband. In this case, it's about 10 1/8 of an inch. And as you did the front rise, you will measure the back rise. So, turn the jean around and just pull the seat seam straight. Measure from the crotch point to the back of to the top of the rear waistband, and it's 14 1/8 of an inch. So these 10 points of measurements complete all the information that is required for us to make a recommendation for you to find a perfect fitting pair of Cora jeans. Thank you.